Swimming across Turtle Creek.
First Sergeant Jeff McKinney was a model soldier, a newlywed, and new father. And his family says a casualty of a war within the military over how to deal with post-traumatic stress disorder.
I think he just was lost. I think he was just lost.
On July 11th, 2007, this Iraq veteran on his second tour killed himself in front of his men after months of sleeplessness, nightmares, and guilt over losing so many of the soldiers he'd commanded.
I can just hear his voice. I said, why? Why?
I think he felt like he couldn't send one more broken body home, one more dead person home.
McKinney's personal battle mirrors the war within the U.S. Army between those who call combat stress a killer and those who call it an excuse.
What was so interesting was
In McKinney's case, there'd been troubling signs, but he hadn't been taking the medication given to help him cope, and his captain feared taking him off duty would destroy his career.
Jeff stepped out of the vehicle and then turned around towards the vehicle again and turned the weapon and shot himself here, and it came out here.
Commanders like First Sergeant McKinney are often the hardest to convince they need help.
We've got a rough and tough sort of macho culture that says, you know, none of that soft, squishy, touchy-feely stuff. Well, we need to bring the brain out of what has been a black box.
You will place your gloves on your hands. Do it.
Yes, Drill Sergeant!
But that's fighting Army tradition. Take this fake form, a hurt feelings report, posted by commanders at an Army base to mock soldiers seeking help for combat stress. Choices include, I'm a crybaby, I want my mommy, or all of the above. It was tacked on the barracks bulletin board next to the sign-up sheet for the mental health clinic.
Some of the lower-level officers, they don't get it.
Well, and that's our challenge.
Namely, to teach soldiers and commanders that the nightmares or flashbacks aren't signs of weakness. It's biology, how a brain reacts.
ID.
After seeing hell on Earth.
It's about starting a different dialogue, giving people permission to talk about this environment.
The military is testing promising pilot programs. Instructor and former Army Ranger Steve Robinson says it's about training the brain to cope with traumatic memories.
Teaching soldiers skills like visualization, event resolution, breath work, quiet time so they can process what happened.
But for First Sergeant McKinney, there were no such tools to cope.
That's my essence here.
His wife says she knows what she'll tell their son.
He needed help and nobody helped him, and that's the reason why he died.
But he died a hero.
He died a hero.
Kimberly Dozier, CBS News, Dallas.